Hi everyone, if you recently watched my makeup must-haves for autumn and winter video, you will have known that this video was not going to be that far behind because I did mention it in that video. If you've not seen that already, I'll link it up here for you, but these are all of the skincare items that I absolutely swear by during autumn and winter when my skin is a little bit more parched, more dehydrated. I'm no messing about today. We're gonna get straight on with it. If you're new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I upload new content on YouTube every single week. I would absolutely love it if at some point in this video you are finding it helpful or entertaining. Please consider clicking on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. So why is it so super important that we do not neglect our skins during autumn and winter? Well, not only the obvious, obviously in autumn and winter it's a lot colder, so our skin faces a lot of different challenges than it does in the spring and the summer, and we need to change our skincare up to reflect those other challenges that our skin has to go through. But also, autumn and winter is the prime time to actually reverse any of the sun damage that our skin has had to endure during spring and summer when we're all outside a little bit more, hopefully with an SPF on, but even with an SPF, your skin is still going to get some sun damage. We can reverse that, or at least treat it and make it look a lot better during the autumn and winter months. So these are my essentials to make sure that that happens. So let's talk about the first product. This is from ISNTREE and it's the hyaluronic acid watery sun gel. It's got an SPF of 50 plus in here and it is absolutely fantastic with a PA rating of plus. If you are not wearing an SPF during autumn and winter, you are doing your skin a great disservice. Even though the sun may not be shining, even though it may be freezing cold, the UV damage that your skin is sustaining without an SPF is still up here, so you do need to protect your skin. Also, like I just said, if you're not wearing an SPF on a daily basis consistently, you are preventing your skin from healing, from regenerating, from repairing the sun damage that was caused during the spring and summer months. So this is a must for me, and I always like to use this one in spring and summer. It's slightly lighter on my skin. It's just like adding a really creamy, lightweight gel onto the skin. It's more like a gel-like moisturizer, sinks in really beautifully, but does its job at protecting my skin. So this is the one that I like to use in autumn and winter just because it is so super lightweight and I cannot feel that I've got it on. And it sits really nicely underneath my makeup. This does not hinder my makeup products at all. So lovely, it doesn't pill, it's just a really nice SPF and it's got great protection. I'm on my third one of these now because it's amazing. I would not repurchase an SPF if I didn't love it so much. So third one of these, it hydrates, it soothes, it cools, it's just tremendous. So once you've got your SPF right, you know that you can treat your skin and get rid of that hyperpigmentation, whether you're using a really high strength vitamin C, whether you're using a high strength retinoid. You can use those knowing that they are going to be doing their job to the best of their ability without being hindered by further sun damage during the daytime hours. You all know that I am a big user of tretinoin from Dermatica. My strength is 0.1% at the moment and my skin is handling that really well. I'm not going to go into recommendations for different retinoids and vitamin C's because I do know that everybody's skin is going to be different. You're all going to be at different stages of using retinoids and everybody's skin suits different vitamin C products. Personally, my skin does not like vitamin C other than the SkinCeuticals vitamin C, which I completely understand is super expensive. So find a vitamin C product that suits your skin, or if you're on a high strength retinoid, decide whether you actually need a different vitamin C product. I personally don't feel that I do, but some people like a double whammy, a vitamin C in the morning and a retinoid in the evening, and that is so okay as well. So the next products I want to talk about are cleansers because it is so important that you get this step right and you find a cleanser that works for your specific skin type, especially if you have really dry, dehydrated, and sometimes flaky skin like mine. If you're finding that because you're using maybe a high strength tretinoin product and and your skin is getting flakier, that your makeup isn't sitting on your skin very well during the day and it's making you absolutely miserable, these are going to be the products for you. I always in autumn and winter recommend a balm cleanser, and not just any balm cleanser, an oily balm cleanser, because these are going to be magic in a jar for you if you have flaky skin, teamed with some of these. So I'll go on to these in just a second, but let's talk about balm cleansers for a second. The ones that I absolutely adore are the ELEMIS balm cleanser. This is the ELEMIS Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. I am properly going through this. I'm going to need to buy another one soon. I am going to try the unscented version next to see whether I prefer that to the super pungent version. I also love a couple from Beauty Pie, the Plantastic Apricot Butter Cleansing Balm, and also the Hot Oil Double Cleansing Balm, the Super Healthy Skin range. So nice. I actually prefer the Hot Oil Cleansing Balm. As you can see, need to purchase another one. This is just so nice, and it is a hug in a jar for those winter months when it's really cold and you just want a bit of a pick-me-up, because this really does warm your skin from the inside out. I have no idea how it does it, but it does, and it's so soothing, and just, it is a hug. It's just that really comforting hug that you need, either in the morning or when you're taking your makeup off in the evening. Now, you can double cleanse with these. Nothing wrong with it. I think a lot of people think that if it's got an oil in it, you should be using a foaming cleanser afterwards. I don't. It's all personal preference. Don't allow anybody to tell you that there are rules when you're cleansing your skin. You do what feels right for your skin. Personally, if I use a foaming cleanser afterwards, regardless of how hydrating it is, my skin feels dehydrated after I've used it. So I much prefer to double cleanse with a cleansing balm. In a morning, I do not double cleanse. I only cleanse once. I did a video a while ago saying that I've stopped cleansing in the morning. That's completely altered for me now since I've had that flaky skin, because I just find that cleansing in the morning with a cleansing balm, you put a little bit of the cleansing balm on, you massage it into especially those flaky areas. It not only soothes those areas, but it also helps to loosen those flakes off, so that when you go in with your cleansing cloth, you remove all those flakes really, really gently and leave a great canvas for your makeup products. Just really smooths everything out, but does it in a very gentle way so your skin isn't irritated. So that's where these come in, and they are not expensive at all. You do not need to go onto Look Fantastic or Cult Beauty or Space NK and buy specific face cloths. You don't need muslin cloths, you don't need any of that. Just buy generic face cloths, or flannels as they're called in the UK, in your local supermarket. These are from Asda and they're only 75p. I'm sure you can get something very similar from Tesco or Morrison's or Sainsbury's, or if you're in the US, Walmart. Just go and get a really cheap set of face cloths. I have 8 of these in total, 1 per day of the week, and then I have 1 for wash day just in case I only wash once a week. But you know, with 2 children in the house and a husband, that never happens. I'm usually washing at least once a day, but I still want to buy several of these just in case, because I don't want to ever be without them again. Just revolutionized my skincare routine in the morning, and I'm finding that my makeup is going on so much smoother after using one of these. And you do not need to rub aggressively. It is literally just a soft wipe off your product and it does the job, and my skin feels amazing afterwards. So to use a balm cleanser, you apply to dry skin, apply to dry hands, massage all over the skin, then wet your hands, massage again to emulsify the oil, then take off with one of your damp or wet flannels and then splash your skin with water. I only do that once in the morning, and in an evening, if I'm removing my makeup and SPF, I do a double cleanse. So yeah, just off the scale fantastic. You won't regret it. So I've protected my skin with an SPF so that all of my active ingredients can do their job to the best of the ability. I've also found a cleanser that I absolutely love that smooths off my skin so that I don't have to use an acid exfoliator on a daily basis. Now I need to hydrate my skin because although my SPF included quite a lot of hyaluronic acid, which will, you know, draw moisture into the skin, I do still think it's really important in those autumn and winter months to make sure that your skin is really hydrated and gets all the moisture that it needs so that it doesn't get parched. I will say one thing though, if you do live in a dry climate, and dry climates can be hot or cold, I wouldn't recommend using a hyaluronic acid product without the use of an occlusive moisturizer over the top to really lock that hydration in place. If you do live in a dry climate, this is something that you really need to be careful of, because if you don't lock that moisture into your skin, it will evaporate into the dry air and it will pull moisture from your skin that you already had out as well. So your skin will become more dehydrated than it was before you applied the hyaluronic acid product. So that's one thing I wanted to mention before I go into my favorite hydrating product for the skin. This is from Medik8 and it is the Hydra B5 Intense. This is so lovely. I had a mini version of this and I was so impressed. I bought the larger version of this. I've also bought one for my mum as well, so she's trying this product out as we speak, just because I just think it is awesome and it makes my skin feel beautiful. Now the difference with this and other products is that this one has hyaluronic acid in, but it also has those natural moisturizing factors in which really do aid the skin to help it stay supple, to help it stay hydrated, and to really look after the skin barrier as well. So double whammy with this. This will replenish and it will also boost the nourishing capabilities of the skin. So on the Medik8 website, it says that the Hydrate B5 Intense is a supercharged hydrating serum combining hyaluronic acid with natural moisturizing factors to flood the skin with moisture. It's boosted with a triple action complex which helps to maintain natural production of hyaluronic acid, preserve its power, and amplify its hydration. And my skin has never felt more supple, more bouncy, and more hydrated since I've been using this serum. So much better than any other hyaluronic acid serum that I've ever used, and it doesn't leave my skin with that tacky feeling on the surface of the skin. This absorbs, it absorbs really quickly. This is good for the neck, it's good for the face. You can use this on the body as well if you want to, but you are only getting 30 mils of product, so you will probably go through this extremely quickly if you decide to use it in that way. So I just stick to using it on my face and on my neck and absolutely love it. If you're wanting to give this a try but you don't know where it will fit into your current skincare routine, usually hyaluronic acid products are applied first after cleansing your skin when your skin is still slightly damp, because that dampness will aid the penetration of the hyaluronic acid so it gets slightly deeper into the skin. If you prefer to apply other things first, however, just look at the viscosity of all of the products in your routine. Generally, you apply the thinner consistency products first and then work up through the thicknesses. So if you are using a hyaluronic acid serum, like I said at the beginning of that segment, it's really, really important that you lock that serum in place if you live in a dry climate. Now, if you live in a really humid climate, you don't need to use a moisturizer that's super, super occlusive. In fact, quite the opposite. You want to lock that serum in place, but you don't want to prevent any of the moisture in the air, in the humidity, from being absorbed into the skin, because that's where hyaluronic acid is absolutely fantastic. Your skin remains plump and hydrated throughout the day because it attracts the moisture from other areas, including in the atmosphere. So don't use something super, super heavy in the daytime if you do live in a humid climate. However, the dry climates, definitely it's a must. And in the evenings, I like to really lock any moisture in my skin so that my skin can repair and replenish throughout the night whilst I'm asleep. And generally my bedroom isn't that humid in the evening, and even though it's freezing cold, I still have my fan on because I am that person. I like the white noise. Is anybody else like that? I like the hum of a fan. That's, you know, it's just the way I am. So because it's not super humid in my bedroom, throughout the night, I do like to lock my hyaluronic acid in with a slightly heavier cream. So this is from La Roche-Posay, and it is the Cicaplast Balm B5 Plus cream. It is soothing, it is repairing, it is hydrating, it is nourishing. It is heavy, however, so I definitely wouldn't be wearing this during the daytime unless you really want that heavy cream feeling on the skin. This is absolute perfection in your evening skincare routine though. If you are wanting to retain any of that moisture that you're adding to your skin, this is the cream that will definitely do that for you. This is ideal for reducing transepidermal water loss. It's also great for dry, cracked skin and also dry, cracked lips. I use this on my lips as well with great success. It's great for any skin tightness that you have. Anyone with sensitive or irritated skin, you can use this as well, and it's fragrance free. So this is a skin repairing balm. It's soothing with panthenol in there as well. It's got components of Centella asiatica in there. It's also got zinc gluconate in there as well, which is also really, really soothing, plus it's anti-acne as well. It's got copper glutamate in there as well for cell regeneration, and also that magic ingredient for me, glycerin, which is the unsung hero, really hydrating, soothing and nourishing on the skin. As you saw in the clip, this does have quite a stiff, heavy consistency, and it does take a little bit of time to sink into the skin, but once it's sank into the skin, it does feel really nourishing and hydrating. You can feel it on the skin though, so if you are after a moisturizer that feels completely weightless, this is not going to be it, but it does the job. It really does. And last but not least, my final bit of essential skincare for autumn and winter has to be a face mask. I love a face mask. I don't have time for a face mask every single day of the week. Who does? But at least once a week, I do like to use a face mask and really show myself a little bit of love. Some self-love here, a little bit of skin therapy, if you will. My mask of choice has to be the Dr. Sam's Flawless Revival Mask. If you are one of those people that likes to be transported to a spa-like experience with the scent of a face mask, this one is not going to be for you because this one is unfragranced. I also like those sorts of masks that have those spa-like scents, but the reason I go back to this one so often is because it's not scented. So I can use this at all times of year, whether my skin is feeling good or whether my skin is feeling irritated or parched or dry or just a little bit sensitive. This is suitable for all of those scenarios, so absolutely adore this. And when I put this on, it's just a little bit of self-love time. It's like putting on some cozy pajamas with some cozy fluffy socks and sitting by a fire with a blanket. That's what this feels like. Love it. Not only that, it's got some great ingredients in here. It's got niacinamide, it's got shea butter in here as well, so it's going to really nourish the skin. It's got glycerin in here as well. I just love the fact that this is really looking after the skin barrier whilst also hydrating and nourishing at the same time. So yeah, this is my choice. Absolutely love it, but whatever face mask you like, highly recommend you use it once a week. Take yourself off, have a little bit of you time, watch a film if you want to, whilst the mask is doing its work. I love this one. You're actually only supposed to keep it on for 10 minutes, but I have been known to keep it on for a few hours. Anyway, I love it. So that's it for my autumn and winter skincare essentials. They are the items that I swear by that look after my skin in autumn and winter, but also will allow the actives that you have in your skincare routine to work to the best of their abilities. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.